Not you. You're not allowed to help me in there. You're not allowed to help me in there. I live under the assumption that if there is something to mess with, they're going to mess with it. We are starting to really prepare for that winter storm that we have rolling in. This is the heater I'm gonna put on the chickens in the backyard coop. We are gonna start there. Let's go out and check it out. I've got their tray taken out and cleaned up so we can give them some warm straw. I've got their feed and water. The food and water is out. No funny business, dogs, because we're gonna move that up into the coop. I don't want that to freeze. We're gonna put the heater in there and maybe do a little bit more wind blocking. I don't know what more I can really do for them. You know what's really exciting? It's gonna be their first time seeing snow. I have just finished getting that chicken coop in the backyard ready for what we've got coming. And I'm gonna show y'all what I did in there in just a second. I find myself walking back into the garage because it's much warmer out here out of the wind. But before I show y'all what I did inside there, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about the temperatures we're gonna get. Tonight is not going to be our coldest night, so I still have some time to prepare for everything we have coming. So like it's Sunday right now. Tonight, gonna be pretty cold, but Monday night, like 2 a.m. to noon, we're expected a whole bunch of snow. Supposed to be like worst winter storm here in 100 years, something like that. And we're expected to get like 6 or more inches of snow. And then it's like not supposed to warm up directly after that, like every other Texas snow I've been in. So maybe we'll have snow for a little while. I keep telling myself the animals are gonna be miserable, but animals live in this kind of weather, right? They don't just not have animals where it's cold. They have a nice bed of straw in here, moved their feet inside, got the water over there and the heater in here. Going to close up my little vents. There's another one. By putting the heater in here, it's a little bit tall, so I have created kind of a space here. I'm going to cover this. I'm not just gonna leave it open, don't worry. Heater plugged in. I'm gonna extend this to get it up on the porch more out of the weather. And we'll turn on the heater. We'll see how it warms up. I'm gonna take the rest of this bag of straw, this feed, over to the chickens, and I've got a clean fresh water container filling up for them over there. But now I want to show y'all something else I'm going to use. Now when I bought these, I had no idea what I was going to use them for, but I really just needed to have them. And now they're going to come in handy. They're just going to be so useful and make my life so much easier. I got to take this to the chicken coop too. I actually bought a few packs of those. I'm so excited. They're going to ride right here in the car seat with the heat lamp, if y'all get where I'm going with this. I was fixing to be looking everywhere for my orange extension cord, and then I forgot I dropped that off over there yesterday. I was already in my truck driving over to the chicken yard, and then I was on the phone with my dad, and he walked outside and he said, "Hey, are you running water at your house right now? Because the well's on." Then I realized that I almost forgot my chicken water. So not only was it overflowing, I had to carry it even further. I'm dang near to the chicken yard already. I went to the gym with Laramie today and my arms are not handling it well. We getting dogs in the back again today? Come on, y'all can get up here. Y'all can jump in, come on. No, 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 no. No. Hey. No, sir. Y'all can get up here. Y'all can get up here. You gotta help me out a little bit. You weigh as much as me. I don't know why. Oh yeah, there she's, well, I thought she was gonna lay down. She doesn't ride well. She flies all over everywhere because she's so dang big. So get this. The chickens were not allowed in the coop today. Y'all want to hear why? Miss Betty. It wasn't the chicken feed that Betty was getting into, okay? We slid the chicken feed up underneath the roosts over here so Betty couldn't get to them and the chickens could come in and eat as they pleased. But it wasn't the chicken feed Betty was getting into. My mom came out here today and caught her inside the coop cracking up a bunch of eggs. Just cracking up the eggs. Should I have done a better job at collecting them this morning? Probably so, but we're not going to discuss that. We're going to go ahead and let them back in because I think they're going to love scratching around in the straw I'm about to lay. And they'll really help me get it broke up in there. Not you. You're not allowed to help me in there. You're not allowed to help me in there. They all were waiting to get back in here to feed. It's getting late, so they're probably getting ready to put themselves up for the night. Betty, get out of the chicken coop. Go. Oh, Betty, you're freaking them out. Good night, Irene. This is all the straw coverage we got from the leftover bag that we had. But that's okay because I have another bag, a brand new bag in the barn down here still. Since I can't use straw in the horse pasture at all anymore, I'm going to go ahead and offer the rest of that bag of straw in there for the chickens. So they should have plenty. I have to go feed over there still. Everyone's waiting for me. So I'm going to do that and bring the bag of straw on my way back. We're all plugged up in the shop and now I got to untangle, untangled. And I fed us through all of the panels here. There we go. Don't tangle on me again, please. We got it. I thought they were red. They're not red. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's red. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter. It just clips around the sides. I didn't know that. You said you have one with holes though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if I didn't have holes in it, I had these little rubber pieces on it.
Don't say something smart to me.
I'm just saying, I think I would know. It didn't go inside, it must go on the outside.
Get your horse out of my yard.
She's handicapped. Do not be mean to her. She was homeless. She needed a place.
She's okay. She ain't hurting nothing. Betty really wants to hang out with me. My dad thinks she's bothering me, but I think he's jealous. I think he's jealous that old Betty wants to hang out with me. I don't think that's what I want. I told y'all they would have a grand old time scratching in the straw. I'm out of breath. I had to go grab zip ties. I bragged on my metal hooks and I actually don't like them for this job and I'm not using them. I just kind of wanted it to hang a little lower and more over them. And I am going to use my metal hooks just to keep the cord up out of the way. I've gave the chickens their feed and water. And you know what? I'm actually not gonna drive in yet. I'm gonna feed y'all first. We're gonna do feed first and then I'll drive the truck in. That's a good idea. I'm curious to see what they will do. Y'all wanna run with me? Come on. Let's go eat. They said this lady's stupid. Feed first, then we'll drive the truck in and get straw and a couple last little items we need to do the chicken coop. The goats got their pellets for the night, but they still had hay in the hay bags. And the horses, I think, still have hay too. Just kidding, no hay for the horses. Something came in here and ate all that today. No fighting of any kind at the stalls. Everybody knew their space. Tigger and Barbie are locked in. Big boy's taking me to where he eats. Everything is easy peasy, going good. Leave the dog alone. The dog trips you up every time. Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. Here, let me put it in the bucket first. Good boy. We're gonna get the horses some more hay. Maybe since they ate the rest of it during the day today, that means they've grown to like it a little bit more. They just had to get used to not having the alfalfa. Straw for the chickens. Loaded up this PVC. Show y'all what I'm gonna use it for too. I gotta go drop that off to Big Boy. Now I don't know that Miss Betty would mess with an extension cord running through the chicken yard, okay? But I live under the assumption that if there is something to mess with, they're going to mess with it. That's why, just as a precaution, I'm gonna put this extension cord inside of this PVC so that she can't just sit and chew on it if she wants to, because you don't know what they want to do. I have caused quite the disturbance in the chicken house this afternoon, trying to prep them for the cold time. Everybody's getting a little bit manic now, so I'm gonna call it quits. But we got the lamp hung before I caused too much of a fuss. Everyone was actually starting to pile under it. I'm gonna change it to a red bulb tomorrow. Are y'all coming back in? I'm sorry, I'm done. Go ahead. What? Well, that's wild. I got straw laid in here. When they started to go crazy, I kind of just threw chunks back there, and I'll count on them to help me spread that out tomorrow, and I will replace that food tomorrow. They got a clean feeder over here and clean water. Light is up. Everything is zip tied and all tucked in. Rice down here under my bricks, out the door. I will close that door when everyone goes back inside. I ran the extension cord through this PVC so that Miss Betty would not do any chewing on it or messing with it tomorrow. I ran out of PVC and I just put bricks on it instead. Everything's fine. Tomorrow I will get some sort of tarp or plastic on the front of this just to block some wind or any bad weather. Everybody in. Good night. Tomorrow is when we will give the horse stalls a clean out, and I have a big heap and pile of shavings coming tomorrow. So I'll replace the straw in the goat house with shavings, and I will lay shavings in both of the horse stalls. We are done for the night and everybody is getting nice and cozy, and hopefully we are prepared enough for the bad weather, the cold weather. See y'all on the next one.